Well, the school year is coming up fast, but in Florida, there are still 9,000 teacher positions that need to be filled before the start of the semester. This is a situation pushing the state to get creative. Florida's Department of Education will now allow military veterans to become teachers without a degree. While these vets would still need to meet certain requirements, this decision is being met with concern, as you might imagine. Joining me now are NBC South Florida reporter Christian Benavides and the president of the American Federation of Teachers, Randi Weingarten. Christian, let me begin with you. Why is Florida taking these steps now? Obviously, there's a big shortage, but how will they even roll this out?
Well, Vicky, as you mentioned, just to give a sense of how dire the teacher shortage is here in Florida, just last week, the president of the state's largest teachers union said we're still about 9,000 teachers short for the upcoming school year. And school here in Florida begins on August 10th. That's in just 6 days. So the state legislature said that in order to address the shortage, it will allow military veterans who have no teaching experience or a college degree to teach in the classroom. That's caused uproar from some educators, including the president of the teachers union in Sarasota County on Florida's West Coast, who told the local newspaper, you can't just throw a warm body in the classroom. That's not the answer. But Governor DeSantis, for his part, is standing by the plan, vowing to keep plowing forward. Take a listen.
You give me somebody that has 4 years of experience as a devil dog over somebody that has 4 years of experience at shoehorn you, and I will take the Marine every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
We should note if a veteran is hired, they will have a teacher mentor to help coach them as they begin to teach.
Christian, what are some of the qualifications these veterans would have to meet? Obviously, they don't need a degree. This is an emergency. 9,000 teachers. August 10th is right around the corner. But what qualifications do they have to meet?
Right. Keep in mind, these are supposed to be temporary special vouchers for just 5 years. And during those 5 years, veterans will need to complete their bachelor's degree in order to continue teaching. Now, to qualify, you must have 4 years of military service, a minimum of 60 college credits, and a 2.5 GPA on those college courses. They also have to receive a passing score on the subject area exam that they're going to be teaching. But for educators, many of whom have master's degrees and are in the classroom, there's real concern that this move would be lowering the bar of education here in Florida. There's also concern that in some areas, lower performing schools could end up receiving most of this group of veterans, since they're often the schools facing the most severe shortages. Vicky?
Which further maybe increases that gap of inequity. Randi, let me bring you in right now. Clearly, you've been in education for a long time. You're an expert there. Talk to us about the reaction to this decision. What are you hearing from teachers there in Florida and also across the country?
So, number one, we love our vets, and we want vets to become teachers. And we've had programs for vets to become teachers. That's not the issue here. The issue here is that DeSantis has been driving a teacher shortage by this kind of culture war. How do you call an HBCU shoehorn you? How dare you do that to the people who go to an HBCU? It's that kind of pitting one against the other. So what the vets will see, and this is why people are so concerned, is that it's going to take experienced teachers to help the vets deal with all the issues that kids come in with. This is not about fighting an adversary force. This is about children. And part of what we need to do is the social, emotional issues, the Piaget kind of issues that we have to do, the Maslow issues that we have to do, the Bloom issues. And I'm raising this because nobody would even think about doing this if it was a pilot, if it was an engineer, if it was a doctor. So yeah, we have lots of pipeline programs and we want vets in here. But what's happened is that DeSantis refuses to actually treat teachers like professionals, actually treat teachers like the gifts that they are. Change the conversation. Stop yelling at them. Actually try to recruit and retain people in a good way. And then let's also get vets in for a pipeline like we have our career pipelines. That's the point.
you're saying these things can exist, that there can be a program that gets veterans into place to be teachers with the right qualifications. But we are looking at 9,000 teachers that will not be in classrooms by August 10th. So what is a reasonable fix for this, Randi?
And we're not going to get 9,000 vets in the next few days to be in the classrooms easier. The most important fix is for DeSantis to actually get on TV and say, I respect teachers. I love teachers. Not say what he said this week, which is teachers are trying to groom students. This is the most important fix. Talk about the conditions in schools. Let's keep the teachers that we have and respect them and pay them so we keep the people who are in teaching. Let's get retirees back into teaching. Stop doing this nonsense of this culture war. That's what he could do. That would help hugely.
I think teachers, parents, students would all agree that we want quality teachers. You want to retain them. You don't want to see them leaving because of burnout or because they don't have enough resources. We'll see if this plan in Florida works out. Christian Benavides from NBC South Florida and Randi Weingarten from the American Federation of Teachers. Thank